Hi guys, hey, welcome to Ames University. We have Gordon and myself, Ben, here.
Hey folks.
What are we going to cover today, Gordon?
Ben, we're going to discuss login and changing password.
Well, sounds good. Let's go over this quick list then. I guess we do have a few items that we wanted to go over.
Yes.
So besides passwords, we want to, I guess, go over some buttons and screens.
Absolutely.
Submit saved buttons, a new delete and copy record button.
Yes.
Clear reset button. We'll find out what that is.
Definitely.
And then we have some screen views. Let's see
Yes,
what they
we
are.
do.
Single record view, and then there's a split view, and there's a list view,
All right.
and a few form buttons down here.
Definitely good stuff.
All right. So let's get started.
You bet.
All right. So this is the test environment we're going to log into, EAM. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to log in as a Bus 20 user.
Yes.
We'll find that.
Now that we've successfully logged in, we're going to learn how to change our password.
How do I go there?
Ben, take your cursor, place it by that down arrow button right there. Click on it and select my account.
Okay, got it.
And notice this screen. We're going to change our password on the right side of the screen.
Okay.
Ben, type in your current password.
All right.
And then for your new password, select the password you'll remember, write it down if you need to do so, and then you'll retype it in to confirm password.
All right. Well, that should be good.
Ben, you need to save your password. In order to do that, you're going to place your cursor on the left side of the screen and select the Save Record button.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Hit Save there. All right. So it says my account information has been saved or updated. All right.
All right. So let's log in and log out with your new password, Ben.
Okay. Let's try that. Let me log out.
And here we are back at the original login screen.
My new password.
And select Login. Right. And you've successfully have changed your password, Ben.
Oh, that's pretty simple. Okay, let's see. I remember we're gonna go over some buttons and screens.
Correct.
I see some of the buttons right here. Maybe we can just go over that. So let's see. This is the saves button, I guess, as well.
Yes, that's another. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and
that's the personalized button to personalize your inbox.
Okay. And let's see. If I were to go to some work orders, I figured
you'll see the generic toolbar, and there's some generic buttons that we can discuss as well.
Okay. See, that's a save record screen. Okay.
Now that's to add a new record.
Okay. And on the upper left, and then this is the reset
button.
Okay. I noticed there are other ones are grayed out. I guess.
Correct.
Is this because this is just a regular new record? So I can't really copy anything here yet, right?
No. Okay. No, you can't.
So how about if I find a work order, and then that would allow me to copy it, I suppose.
Absolutely.
So, and we'll go over some of these things later, I suppose. So, okay, so let's say this one's a regular one I have here for Petro.
Yes.
And I can copy this record.
And so what we did, Ben, here was to light up those other buttons that weren't lit up. We went ahead and found a old work order that's already been created.
Okay. And I see some of these other
buttons.
Ben,
let's go ahead and start left to right.
Okay.
To give the students a flavor of what all these buttons are.
All right.
We'll start with the save button on the left, and we'll move left to right.
I don't want to delete this record.
No,
we'll skip that.
No, that's the trash can. That's
okay. Previous record. Let me see. If I click that one, so it just goes up to the previous.
Notice how now hit the right arrow button, it'll go down one.
Go down one. If I click another one, keeps going down. Yeah, and this is the copy record we're talking about. So reset is, what is that? Reset.
That allows you to reset the entire screen. So if you didn't like what you entered, you can easily reset the screen and it'll bring you back to a blank screen. Start you from scratch again.
Okay. All right. And this is the print. It says I want to print this item here.
And that's a print preview button that'll allow you to
see before I actually print it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, Ben.
That's a help. Okay. Well,
so if you need to look up something, and this is the help menu toolbar.
All right. And finally, this is EPAC. I don't think we're using that
No, we're
yet.
not.
All right. And what's this expand left and expand right thing here?
That just gives you a different view of the form.
Okay.
Right now, Ben, we're in split view. We're in
All
the
right.
middle, so click that one. That's where we are. Click that one.
Okay. So
No.
it's what we are. So
Right.
if I were to click expand left.
Left, right.
Oh, so I got rid of that navigation on the left-hand side.
Right. And this is the record view form.
So if I click the split view again, okay, I see. All right, got it.
All you're doing is just changing the view format of the screen.
And this is the, I recall this is called a list view. If I
Correct.
click on the right-hand side.
Exactly. That'll list out all your work orders.
Okay.
So it's just a flavor of looking at how you want to view your screen.
All right, got it.
A good way to, what I like to do is keep it in split view. That way you got a little, on the left side you got your records, and on your right side you got the detailed information of those. Ben, if we go back to split view,
Okay.
notice the cursor is blue down there. It's blue. Notice how that record number is 35961. That matches up with the detailed information on the right side of the form.
Right.
If you click your cursor in the work order field, notice this is work order 359681.
Okay.
Now, place your cursor on the next record above 681, which is 682. Notice how when you click that, the detailed information of work order 359682 is populated here.
And change, right? So,
Right, it changes.
Yeah, okay.
And another way to navigate, Ben, is if you use the left, right here, if you bring your cursor right into their previous record.
Right, it just scrolls up.
It scrolls up.
All right, okay.
And I know we touched on that a little bit before, but
Right.
that allows you to jump from one record to another record,
Okay.
staying in the split view form.
All right. Now, I remembered we are also going to go over some forms buttons. Should we check? Let's check out one of these tabs. I think I recall we see some of these forms buttons like these here, right?
Yes.
So on the right-hand side of this, so these are some of the form buttons. How are they different? Let's see. This says show filter row. So let me see if I uncheck that. See what does that do? Oh, okay. So I don't get to filter it then, if that were the case. Or there's the run filter. So if I want to filter things, or clear filter.
Right.
And then there's this one here. I think this is an export. We're not gonna do that here. Or save. All right. And how about if I know I also saw these forms right here on the split view earlier.
Right.
So I can do the same thing. If I put something here, let's say if I want to put a particular.
And again, Ben, we're in list view. This gives you a quick snapshot of all your records in your list view for work orders.
Right. So if I press Flynn here for department, it would actually filter things out for me.
Yes, it'll bring up all the records.
Or if I want to clear this filter, let me see if I click on it here on the upper lower right. And
notice
then,
how
when I've run it again, then it would bring everything back for just
it
buttons.
clears out your entire list view form.
Got it.
And if you wanted to put Flynn back in there, go ahead and do that. Type in FLYNN, hit run.
Okay.
That'll bring up all the records just for the Department of Flynn.
Got it. Let me see if I can export this list of.
Yes.
If
So what you want to do is you want to place your cursor
I did it.
on the Excel button.
I noticed there's a Excel sheet that came up.
Correct.
So I can open it up here. Let me see. So that's a listing of what I see on the screen.
Exactly. And then you can
Very
manipulate this data, or if you need to change this in Excel format, it gives you the ability to do so.
Can I export it into a different format besides Excel? Is it only Excel?
Only Excel.
Okay, got it. Then that's all right. And then if I were to save this, what does that do?
That saves your list view right there. So if you go ahead and just select save there, that'll save your viewing there.
Okay, so if I were to manipulate the layout of this, let's say if I put a department somewhere around here instead, and then if I save it, does that save it here?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it does. Okay, very good.
Saves your layout view. You can move those columns left to right, hide columns, and then to save your view when you come back in here.
Yeah.
It'll
come back.
It'll come back to where you last saved your data.
Oh, got it. Well, thank you, Gordon. This is very straightforward. We went over a little bit of login, and all these little buttons and screens.
Absolutely. It's
That would get
Eames
a-
University. That's where we are, man. We're at Eames University today.
Right. I'll catch you guys at the next training here.
Yes, the next session.
That's right.